If you have nothing to watch again, you're in the right place. Here's a selection of new Turkish series that you'll want to watch again and again. What's important is that it's a multi-genre selection, so you have to watch it to the end so you don't miss anything. Burcu Özberk and Murat Boz show how it is. In the 2023 TV series See in a Dream, this melodrama would not have been noticed by me, since I at some point switched to Turkish TV series. I also treat the movies of this beautiful, long-suffering country with the same interest. In this case we are talking about a very cheerful, light comedy. The main characters are unfamiliar, their stories at the beginning of the movie go in parallel. The main heroine is a working young woman. Her friend is a romantic nature, sees love in everything and dreams of getting married. The heroine doesn't. The main character is a successful businessman. He is constantly hanged by girls, and he is in no hurry to start a family. Although he has a fiancée, but they do not get along. And then, by chance, the heroes ran into each other at a party, and it started. The joy of my life. Beautiful Nesh always dreamed of becoming a good specialist in medicine. She gladly studied, gaining knowledge that will be useful in the future, and then she easily entered medical school. Getting a diploma was hindered by a romantic relationship with a guy named Mustafa. Love flared up unusually quickly and became so passionate that the couple decided to get married in the near future. Education had to be postponed for later, as a daughter was born, and then a young son was born. When the children grew up, the mother of the family makes an unexpected decision. She was tired of the eternal frying pans and pots, so she announced to her relatives that she was going to return to her studies. The surprised members of the family argue, but Nesh is not one to back down. Soon she resumes her studies and turns out to be one of the best. Life experience helps her to find a way out in the most difficult situations. Soon she successfully passes all stages and becomes a doctor. If you have already watched the series, do not forget to write a comment review. Princess Without a Crown. This series tells the story of a 9-year-old girl named Maisel. She spent her entire childhood with her caring mother Serin. Maisel is a sweet and naive child who is unaware of the cruelty of this world. She loves her mother Serin and her fantastic stories very much. However, Maisel does not yet know that very soon she will have to confront the insidious world of adults. Unexpectedly, Serin is diagnosed with a heart condition and goes to the hospital for treatment. The girl is left all alone, and at such a young age she will fight for her life. In this struggle, Maisel gradually turns from a gentle child into a daring girl. Fortunately, in the life of the protagonist appears school teacher Eugene, her new class teacher, who is ready to lend a helping hand to the girl, so that she does not sink into the abyss of cruelty. For her part, Maisel feels Eugene's support. She no longer feels like the world is united against her. In addition, she has fallen in love with his dog, Koft. The understanding teacher supports Maisel in everything, while she only dreams that her sick mother Serin will finally be cured and return to her. Then they can live together again and Maisel can listen to her magical tales. For the sake of this day, the main character is ready not to give up. However, while Maisel hopes for the best, on her life path appears mean stepfather Fute. Of course, I realize that you came to my channel to watch this video and that's it, but I would really appreciate your support. Our channel needs free, but very valuable support in the form of subscriptions and likes. It is very important because without it is very difficult to popularize our content. Please note that our channel has already prepared a lot of selections for you, so do not forget to watch them. Don't forget to watch them as well. We promise it will be interesting and be sure to write in the comments what you liked and what you didn't. That's all. I'm not going to distract you anymore. Enjoy your next viewing. Magarsis. The plot tells the dramatic story of the Kurak family living in Saraybos. The Kurak family is highly respected in the neighborhood and has been in business for decades. The main business is the trade in citrus fruits. Within the family, there are often quarrels and disagreements between the members of the Kurak family. Each one tries to show his own character and is sure that his opinion should be reckoned with by everyone else. The desire to dominate always becomes the cause of frequent conflict situations in the family. However, these disagreements are soon put on the back burner when the years of business that's been built up over the years is in serious danger of going under. The fact is that in the market in the region suddenly appear new competitors. Illegal methods are used, against which the same aggressive methods should be used. When the Kurak family faces the grave danger of their business collapsing, they have to forget their family divisions and instead pull together in a united fist for a tough fight against the enemy. Follow the plot, where constantly in the foreground comes to the confrontation. Threat, struggle, conspiracy, revenge, betrayal, deceit, and loyalty. It's intriguing and curious. If you have already watched the series, do not forget to write a comment review. The Blue Exile. Oguz had a busy life under his belt, and of course, it had something that tore his soul with pain. He had once served in a special unit, and he had achieved much success in his professional destiny. His wife Ada was proud of her husband's merits and his courage, but it so happens that it is Oguz's service that becomes the cause of Ada's death. Oguz is killed with grief. He was left without the woman he loved, and besides, he should have been to worry about the future of his 2 children. Oguz decides to change his place of residence. The family moves to a town located on the coast of Marmaris. In this place, the widowed man thought he would live a quiet and carefree life, providing the children with what they needed, which was security and peace of mind. But it happens that he meets an unusual girl, Daphne. Unfamiliar to Oguz, the girl was in trouble and he rushed to save her. When the girl's life was out of danger, Oguz did not say goodbye to her. Daphne was grateful to the man who had saved her life, and she didn't mind to keep in touch with him, except that Oguz, as a man who had learned from his own difficult former service, suspected Daphne of withholding the truth. If you have already watched the series, do not forget to write a comment review. Boundless love. The main storyline of the series is based on the love story of 2 lovers, who come from different social classes. The series begins with Khalil Ibrahim returning to his hometown after 20 years to avenge his father's killers, his hometown to avenge his father's murderers. On the other hand, Khalil Ibrahim is in love with a girl who belongs to the family of the enemy. At the center of the plot are 2 mafia families. The lovers seem to be from different worlds, born and raised in families of different wealth. One had the best of everything from birth, while the other grew up surrounded by the love of his family, constantly in need of the bare necessities. These 2 families have been feuding for years, but despite this there is one common feeling: love between a beautiful girl and a brave guy. The goal is revenge, which has been carefully nurtured and is about to come to fruition. But for the sake of their love, the young are ready to fight the whole world and the outdated rules of society. When there is love, you can overcome and defeat anything. The main moral of the series is built on the struggle for strong feelings. For Boundless Love. If you are interested in my selections, subscribe so that we do not lose each other. Completely different me. In the center of the plot of the Turkish series, A Completely Different Man was a young man who suffers from some personality disorder. A previously polite and sweet young man can at any moment turn into a rude person and spoil the mood of those around him, and not wanting it himself. Kenan was a journalist and well-known media personality. Prosecutor Layla, who came from Mush to Istanbul to visit her parents, immediately gets to work. She must understand the circumstances of the murder of a well-known businessman. Here she meets Kenan, and together, they will try to find the killer. The brutal murder of Hamdi Adilbey brings the paths of Kenan and Layla together. Kenan is a journalist who hunts for hot news, and Layla is a prosecutor investigating this murder. Investigating this case, young people constantly bump into each other. At first glance, they are drawn to each other. But something scares Layla. She doesn't trust the ambitious journalist everyone admires. She believes that he is completely different and hides important information. And to some extent it turns out to be right. This murder reveals the secrets of the past, changing the lives of Layla and Kenan. Put likes, write a comment. I will continue to try for you. See you soon with a new video.